name is TT Sessoms, and I am the writer and producer of Different Shades of Lipstick, and it's being presented by Pushing Through the Paint. And today we have Mr. Bruce Smith with us, who plays Derek in Different Shades of Lipsticks. Welcome, Mr. Smith.
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, and how are you? How are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm doing well. Can't complain.
Well,
It's a beautiful day outside, so I'm enjoying myself.
it is a beautiful day today. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm 42 years of age. I've been living here 20 years. I grew up in New York. Um, then I decided to come here for college, and I've been here ever since. I'm been married 19 years. I have three kids. I have one grandson. So spend a lot of my time with them. I love the gym. I like books. I like science. That kind of throws people off about me. They wouldn't think that I really enjoy science like I do. I love basketball. That's always on my mind. But other than that, those are pretty much the things that I enjoy doing. Definitely acting. I love my scenes. I want to grow as an actor and, become a better actor and a better person in life.
Now, what is it that you love about acting?
The thing I think I love about acting is that you can incorporate when you're playing a character or a scene, you're being yourself in the process. You might take on a person, but you're incorporating who you are into that role or into that character. So that's something that I truly enjoy doing.
Now, tell us a little bit about some of your earlier roles or one of the first roles you've been in.
So the first role that I was in 2016. It was on the History Channel. It was about the Dismal Swamp and how slaves used to migrate during that time of going to the Dismal Swamp and just how they lived there and tried to survive in that area. A lot of times at that time during slavery, I guess a lot of people didn't really want to come into that area. So they kind of took over the area and were trying to find a way to survive at that time. So we did reenactments of that time period. So we actually got to really see one of the old plantations and the slave houses and just get a feel for it. And it was just an amazing experience. It was 3 days. We probably filmed maybe 16 hours a day during the sun, during the summertime. So that sun was just on you. So it just gave you an experience of what they really went through. And so it was a very enjoyable and knowledgeable experience for me.
Now, I understand that you also portrayed a role as an officer.
Yes, so as I was getting ready to play a role that in a movie, but due to a health situation, I was unable to. But I was going to play a dirty cop. I enjoyed that role so much, just because I was able to really put a spin on it. Like, and I could really be dirty and nasty. Not that I'm that type of person, but it was just such an enjoyable, it was something different outside of my norm. So it just became so fun to do.
Now, if you were picking a role for yourself, would that particular type of role be one that you would prefer?
Honestly, I don't really have a particular role that I really want to play. I think I want to have my hands in everything. I want to be able to show the versatility in who I am. I think that's important. I think especially with acting, you don't want to just, settle on one role all the time. Like, certain people, they play on certain shows, they're always a cop or they're always a bad guy. I don't ever want to be just put in a box like that. I want to be able to show that I can do everything.
Now, you play Derek in this particular production. Now, how different or how similar is that role to some other things that you might have been in?
Derek is probably one of the hardest roles I feel like I'm going to play because it ain't you have to incorporate so much emotion in what Derek is going through. Something that a lot of men probably are going through. And one of the things we never really speak about, or we never really speak up about. So looking at his role, I really want to be able to show people that it's okay sometimes to let somebody know how you feel. Sometimes that emotion just has to come out. You know what I'm saying? You never want to wait till it's too late to be explosive. Now, in my scene, it seems as though I'm going to have to be explosive in that part, but that's the most enjoyable part about it. I want people to be able to look at me, or when they're sitting out there, and understand what I'm going through and feel that emotion.
Yeah. Now I remember the day you auditioned. You auditioned in person. And I looked at you and you spoke. From the moment you spoke, I said, "That's Derek. That is Derek. Give him the script sides for Derek and have him read that part." And you did that part. We even put some music on, I think, during your audition. And I was like, he can nail that part. He can bring out that emotion. He can invoke that from the audience. You did such a good job at your audition. I was very impressed. I just knew that was going to be your role.
Well, I appreciate it. I was very nervous. Like I said, due to my injury, I hadn't done anything in like 2 years, 2 or 3 years. So I was really nervous, but I was really excited about being there. And it's something that I really wanted to do. And I have been excited ever since. So I'm just ready to like really, for everyone to, I mean, for me to really put it on display,
Hmm.
to show, like I said, to show those emotions. I want people to really look at me and say, he played that part. That's important.
Yeah.
So I'm just ready to show the world what I can do, I guess.
And your particular character, you are a very important character in this production. Most of the characters are female, and a lot of the situations are involved around the ladies. And to have your character as the male voice really speak out about a situation that's involving your emotion and how, from a male perspective, how you're handling, how you're feeling. Um, I think his this role as Derek was very important to this film because so much of it is about the female side and not the male side.
Yes, Derek's role is, like I said, a very serious one because he's going through so much with his wife and and his situation with his child, and it's he's feeling like defeated and lost, and as any man, he definitely wants his family, but he also needs her to understand how he feels as a man, because a lot of times we hold so many things in. Those emotions don't ever get to come out, or if it comes out too late, when you've already have done something or reacted in a, not a positive way. So in his role or his situation, he's getting ready to let her know exactly how he feels. So, like I said, I'm so ready to just show everybody that, because, like I said, as far as like you said, as far as the men are concerned, it's probably the biggest role for the men. So, I'm ready. I'm ready to, just like I said, show everybody what I can do.
Now, how was it working with the other cast and production team in this particular?
Oh, I love everybody. I love everyone. I love everyone's roles. It's good to see everybody, on stage, and how they feel about their roles and how they feel about their characters. You can see everybody's emotions because everybody's playing a part and everybody's going through something at that time
Mhm.
and at that moment in life. So even when you're sitting down and you're just listening to them, they're telling you how they feel and expressing their own emotions. So, it's very enjoyable. So I am just, like I said, everybody I have enjoyed just watching them work.
And I have enjoyed how you all work together. I enjoy seeing the fact that you all give good feedback between each other. You're willing to work together, even off stage, to help each other out. You're The feedback is always welcome. Um, I enjoy how you all flow together. It kind of seems like a family unit. The way you all interact with each other, the way you all seem to support one another. during rehearsals. And I like that about this cast. I think we have a very supportive cast for this production. And I'm proud of each of you. I am. You all are doing so well and have been doing so well. And I can't wait. I'm so excited. It's coming up on March, and it's like, whew, it's
Yeah, it's
almost
right around
here.
the corner. It's right around the corner. I'm
So
excited though.
I'm very excited. Now, besides yourself, which other actor in this production do you think is really going to blow the audience away?
Um, I think Deborah. I think Deborah's one. Sheila definitely, and Tina. Tina's amazing. Tina is funny. Tina is an amazing character and an amazing actor. But they all are amazing actors. You know, like I said, even Sheila. I can't wait for people to see because Sheila is going through some serious times in her life. So then when we get up there, we can show things that people are going through in their own relationships, in
Hmm.
their own lives, and hopefully they can relate to the situation and find that sometimes you have to be a little more understandable to the opposite person.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of times especially going through relationships, and I don't know if I could say you kind of lose track of things, but there are times where you kind of can take it out on the other person, whether you intentionally mean to or not, and it could totally not be their fault, and there's how to deal with that, how to deal with that, how to deal with family on top of that, how to deal with a person who's dealing with maybe depression or fear or grief, and how each person handles those things differently. And then you have a couple together who are going through some of the same struggles together, and they both are handling it differently and trying to be there for one another and not knowing what to do. Um, that can be a very difficult situation as well. So it does give a lot of relationship points of view in your particular role with your stage wife, as far as that in the situation that you all are faced in this production. Now,
Yes. Yes, you're absolutely right. I was going to say that mental health is just so important. I think a lot of times we really don't pay it attention like we should. But mental health and being in the right state of mind is so important. Even if you have to talk to somebody or, talk to somebody you care about or talk to your friends or go see somebody that's trained in it, it's so important just being in the right mental state.
yeah, because being in the wrong mental state, you can cause a lot of damage that you might not even know you're causing to the person you love the most. Um,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
some damage can be repaired, and some don't get repaired depending on
That's,
the situation.
that's true.
So, how do you feel about how everything is going thus far from where we started to where we are now? What are your thoughts and feelings on how we've progressed thus far?
Oh, we're moving in the right direction. I can't wait. Honestly, like I said, it was because some people have some strong and a lot of lines, you know what I'm saying? But to watch them prepare and watch them get ready and learning their lines is amazing. And it's always fun to see people learning their craft or learning how to do things, especially if they've never done it before,
Yes.
and to learn how to be comfortable because I don't think people understand how hard it is to get up in front of other people and recite some of these lines or do acting. I tell people, when I've done acting before and just a little piece that I did, it let me know how hard it really is. So when people are out in these movies and they're doing 2.5 hour movies, I can only imagine. And let alone being in a play has to be the hardest because you have to be prepared and you have to be prepared no matter what the situation is to move forward.
Yeah, because there's no rewind, cut, and edit.
It's
It's
not. It's
time,
not.
baby.
And all eyes are gonna be on you. So you have to be prepared and ready to get out there and just display what you've been taught or what you're ready for.
Hmm. That is so true. Now, I understand that you have done some modeling as well.
Yes, so I started modeling in 2015. Fell in love with it. Well, I initially started off, didn't know how to walk. They used to make fun of me because they would say I walk like a robot. But after a while, I got comfortable and I fell in love with it. And I've been in some shows where they told me that they felt like I've had the best walk, and that made me feel really good about myself. Because from going from not knowing how to do it to, people help, of course, helping me and showing me how to do it the correct way. And it's been some pretty big shows in the area that I've been in, and I love it. I haven't done it in a while, but I actually want to get back into it. I like the aspect of just wearing the clothes, eyes on me. I like to know that if I'm wearing something, somebody else knows that they can feel just as good as what they're wearing as I feel in it. So that's important to me.
Now, would you say that whole experience is helpful with being in like movies or stage and production?
Yes. So it made it comfortable because all eyes are on you. And when you're walking out there and they're snapping those pictures, you don't get a second chance. Like you had to come out there, you have to be prepared and ready for what you're doing. And whatever, if you make a mistake, you just have to move forward with it. And so acting has put you in that same mind frame, or put me in the same mind frame, because like you said, a lot of times there's no second chances. Sometimes they can't always cut and edit, in a movie or a part. You know, sometimes you just have to move forward with it. And so, like I said, being on stage, as far as a play is concerned, there's no turning back. You have to be prepared to go out there and deliver.
Okay, that's true. What would you say to other young aspiring artists out there who want to get into the industry?
Do what you feel. If it's something that you truly want to do, then you don't let anybody stop you. You're not always going to hear the most positive things, but if it's something that you want to do, then you don't let anybody hold you back. I wish I would have did it knowing now what I know at an earlier age. I didn't, sometimes we don't realize the things that we enjoy doing until we're older.
Hmm.
Sometimes if you've never been able to do other things or never experience other things, you don't really know what you like. And as you become older, sometimes now you realize, wow, if I had that chance to do that, I might have actually moved forward or tried to do that. But like I say, I tell young people, explore, do things differently. Try to enjoy your life. You know, don't just keep yourself in a box. Explore. Exploring is the most important thing that you can do, because you never know what you're going to be great at unless you explore.
That's right. Now, what's your selection process, or how do you choose what projects or roles or production or something that's right for you? Do you have a particular process that you go to when you're selecting films or other roles that might present itself as an opportunity?
Honestly, no. I think that I just want to try everything. Like I said, it's like anything else. If you don't try it, you'll find out if you're good or you're not so good at something. And that's okay if you're not as good as you think you are in certain things, but some things you might be great at.
Hmm.
So when it comes to picking my roles, I just do, I try to do a lot of reading. And like I said, I try to incorporate what I think will be best, or, like I would ask, how do you want this person to portray themselves? Because that's going to be important. And from what a person tells me, all I can do is try my best with it. And that's what I'll try to do.
All right. So, do you have any specific techniques you might use to create a believable character?
Um, I watch a lot of movies. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll watch a movie that I think is pertaining to a character that I'm going to play.
Okay.
And from there, I will try to do the best that I can. Like I said, incorporate what I learned from the movie or just watching another actor into that role.
Okay, I can see that. Now, what is your motivation in life, in particular, not just acting, but what is your primary motivation?
My motivation is just to live positive, try to live my life by helping people. I worked, like I said, I worked in a field. Well, I worked in a field where I really enjoyed helping people. So that was important to me. So I've always just tried to, you know, do the best that I can in helping others. We all put on this planet to, try to live our lives, but, we're all people and we're all here to help one another, no matter what the situation is. And that's my motivation in life. When I leave here, when my time comes, God willing, I want people to say that, he helped me or he was a good person or, just whatever they can say positive about me. That's all I am here to do. So,
Do you have any particular models? I mean, not models, well, models or actors that you may look up to or admire?
so I love all I love all actors. From like I said, from a person that's an actor that might just have a role walking down the street to your Denzels and your Robert De Niro's, those type of actors. I never look at a person and just really pick the best of actors because somewhere in there a person is trying their best to, like I said, even if they're walking down the street. If they're saying, okay, we hire you to walk down the street, then they're going to try to do walk down the street the best way that they can.
Yeah.
So that's enjoyable. I'm more like of a movie type of person. I love movies. I watch a lot of movies. Some of the movies that I watch are a lot of older movies.
Okay.
Because I just like the dialogue in those type of movies. That's important.
Now, I know that you like watching movies. What other passions or interests that you have? What do you like to do for fun other than watch movies?
The gym. The gym is my biggest stress reliever. I go to the gym like maybe 4 to 5 times a week, and I'm always in there. I enjoy working. I enjoy my family time. I enjoy my friends. Those things are important to me. Um, I enjoy acting. Acting is definitely fun. Like I said, it is enjoyable. Like I said, I love sports. Unfortunately, I can't do what I used to do, but that's okay. But like I said, the gym is very important to me. And like I said, science is definitely something that I love. I love space.
Okay.
I love learning about black holes and dark matter, and the constellations, and that type of stuff.
Now, do you have any science hobbies?
No, I don't really have no science hobbies. Like I said, other than let's learn about space, YouTube. Like they do these at ODU at the planetarium. They do these movies on space. So they have one coming up about the black holes. So I'm definitely gonna go to that one. I'm definitely gonna go, and I like it because it's on the roof. So like when you sit back, you see space. So that's something that I enjoy doing, just learning in that aspect and things that I don't know. I like to read books like The 48 Laws of Power or The Art of Seduction. Same, by Robert Greene. Those are pretty good books. I enjoy those books. And, that's just really it. Like I said, time, work takes up a lot of time, family takes up a lot of time. You got to try to split all of that time in. So, I try to do what I can when I can.
Now, what would you say to your fans out there?
Fans, I don't know about no fans yet, in life like that. But if I do have some, or, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you even taking the time to even, you know, give me that kind of love. So, thank you out there. So
And how can people contact you or follow you on social media?
It's funny. My Instagram is Smooth Billy D. But other than that, if anybody wanted to reach me, they can reach me by my email. It's mr underscore bwsmith at yahoo.com.
All right. Well, I want to thank you so much for interviewing with us today. It was such a pleasure to have you. I look forward to seeing you on stage with everybody else on premiere night. Um, Again, this was Mr. Bruce Smith, and he is Derek from Different Shades of Lipstick. And my name again is TT Sessoms. I am the writer and producer of Different Shades of Lipstick. We enjoyed having you join us today, and thank you so much. We appreciate all of your support. Have a wonderful day.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.